treaty. But then again, they don't accept the 1859 treaty.
They don't depend on that.
They don't depend on that. So, you know. So, but that's opening another situation. Let me just quickly go through here. Según la nota oficial, la comunicación fue respondida con insultos por parte de los tripulantes de la nave Belicenia. And this is something that the Prime Minister alluded to yesterday, that the claims of the Guatemalans is that they are always being insulted by the native Belizeans when they pass by in the, what you call it. Obviously, we don't get one thing against them, and we know that we are within our rights because we are all in our territory.
So you could brag.
You could brag and say, you know, you could. But that it's right? No, it's not right.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a different story. En un comunicado, el gobierno de Belice afirmó que se registró un enfrentamiento entre las fuerzas de seguridad de ambos países el sábado por la noche en territorio beliceño. Let's read that again. En un comunicado, el gobierno de Belice afirmó que se registró un enfrentamiento entre las fuerzas de seguridad de ambos países el sábado por la noche en territorio beliceño. You see what that means?
Tell me that.
It says in a communique, the government of Belize affirms that there was a confrontation between the forces, security forces from both countries Saturday night, and this happened in Belizean territory. Now, I don't know if they are confirming that it happened in Belizean territory, or they're referring to what the report said happened in Belizean territory. But if it were the first case, you know, then they would be acknowledging that their vessels were in our waters as well.
For someone that's not familiar with the area, Emmanuel, or someone that doesn't live in Belize, if someone will read that article, what will be their indication of this article?
Well, if somebody who, to the common, I want to say common person, to the person who is not generally involved in politics and has extensive knowledge of the 1859 treaty and just goes by what is being pumped into his ears and into his eyes and made to believe, the first thing he will say is, these damn Belizeans. You know?
So that's the way to interpret it.
Take away our property, and this is meant to do that exactly.
It strikes funny, you know, because when all of this thing happened, Emmanuel, it happened out there with the Guatemala soldiers, with the territorial volunteers, it happened with the BDF and so. And then when you look, both ministries of foreign affairs, they talk and they communicate, and then the thing cool down, and then it don't happen. But when you look 2 weeks again, they go back and the same thing happen.
That's exactly what I mentioned yesterday, and I mentioned it to Ruben. He says, my brother always used to say, those people, you can't trust them. They're as fickle as the Roman mob. You know, 1 minute you tell them something and they holler, yeah, and the next minute you tell them something else completely and they holler, yeah. They don't have, you know, it's just the nature of the beast.
So, the military, the Guatemala military, they have to be acting on authority.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
I don't believe them just want to get out by the owner, go do what they want.
And there must be some, sorry for the word, but must be some persons who are there, and I won't say it, some persons who are there trying to instigate this kind of situation.
So where does the diplomatic relation goes?
Well, I guess that it goes right down the drain when it comes to Guatemala.
Good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Hello, I mentioned about Guatemala,
Hi.
Just speak up a little louder for me, brother, please. Yeah, Emmanuel. So where does the diplomatic?
Let me just quickly finish on, because I think that we might discover something else. De acuerdo con la nota, los guatemaltecos se comportaron de una manera extremadamente hostil y amenazante. That means that according to the report from Belize, that the Guatemalans acted in a manner that was extremely hostile and very threatening, insistiendo en que nuestras tropas no deben estar en el Sarstún, insisting that our troops, meaning their troops, are not supposed to be in the Sarstún, which is so. Our Sarstún, you see,
But
I think a lot of people
Emmanuel, but then
have seen it, and I think that we need to just quickly make mention of this. You know, if this is the Rio and the Sarstún happens here, the Sarstún, when it comes to the Caribbean Sea, splits in two, and then it joins back again as it goes inland.
Right.
Okay. There's an island right smack in the middle. Okay. And the treaty says that it is the southern half of the Sarstún River is what forms the boundary. So that means that half of this river belongs to us and half of this belongs to them. Because we are in the northern part, the Sarstún Island is in the northern part, then therefore that belongs to us. There's no question about that.
so that
However, they feel that the whole Sarstún belongs to them. I don't know what gives them the impression, however, that the Sarstún belongs to them. Why only the Sarstún? Why don't they extend their what you call it to above that? Is it because they have felt that they have traditionally owned it? Can it be that they feel that way? Albeit that's not the truth.
But what you show clearly on paper, viewers can see it, but then it's clear, like I said, okay, Manuel, you don't cross there. This is my section, no put your hand across here, because this is my section. So we boundary off here.
And this is the Sarstún Island, right? Clearly within our territory.
Yeah, so if I there on this line, where they are for me?
Yeah.
You can't go and say take this guy
No,
and that company not for me.
Yes,
I
exactly.
can't go take that
You
company.
can't go tell me about how I must cut down my tree.
Yeah, correct.
I will tell you go.
So that's our illustration of the draw
Exactly.
right there. Okay.
All right, let's go through with what the nota says. Con la nota oficial, vamos a ver. El primer ministro de Belice, Dean Barrow, informó del incidente en un mensaje al presidente de Guatemala, Jimmy Morales. Añadió, sí. Además, yeah, it says that Belize Prime Minister Dean Barrow communicated with, informed the president of Guatemala about the incident. Además, Belice informó a la comunidad internacional. Belize informed the international community, including United States and United Kingdom, about the situación extremadamente crítica, and there they have it in bold, which means that they got a copy of the government press release, and they're making reference exactly to it, because they said that it's an extremely critical situation.
So out of this whole thing, when they got there right now, their conclusion is what? We wrong and they right, or they right and we wrong?
Well, let's see what it says. We're not going to get to it. El incidente se realizó previo a una reunión entre las partes prevista para este martes en Washington bajo el auspicio de la Organización de Estados Americanos. El diferendo territorial lleva más de 150 años. Guatemala reconoció la independencia de Belice en 1921. Le reclama a su vecino 12.272 kilómetros cuadrados, equivalente al 50% del territorio de la excolonia británica, incluyendo varias islas y cayos. He says, notwithstanding the fact that Guatemala has recognized Belize's independence in 1991. They say 1991.
Is it 81?
Well, I think it's 1991 because it is when the president of Guatemala recognized Belize's independence. Okay?
Was that the one at Serrano?
I'm not sure of the name. I'm not sure I think it's the one who came to Belize. Okay? And actually, it just slipped my mind. Don't get old.
You don't old. Can't turn
and it
times.
says, recognize independence of Belize. Guatemala is still claiming 12,272 square kilometers, and which is equivalent to 50% of the Belizean territory. And that includes various islands and keys. Ambas naciones acordaron elevar el caso a la Corte Internacional de Justicia, pero antes se tiene que realizar una consulta popular en cada país con fechas por definir. really, they are just making mention and refuting and really making, some sort of, I wouldn't say fun, but questioning the very government information, press release that they make reference to.
All right,
At the end of the day, guys, like I said, I don't know how or where Guatemala got the idea, the notion that the Sarsoon belongs to them. They are locos.
What was we need to go on a break, but what was the situation when we were BH and British Honduras, when we never get independence yet? There are things still may occur, or they may occur and we never know.
Well, what you should recall, they were occurring, but you should recall way back when all of a sudden we were in school, I believe.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we are, boom, the big areas above us.
Yeah.
And we had, Guatemala, the core.
Yes, I know.
You should remember that. This is 1970s.
I remember when they fly over.
So this kind of aggression has always happened. Bam, 1 week afterwards, Guatemala is hit by a severe earthquake.
Oh, yeah. But
Guatemala
then,
City. They calmed down a bit. They had obviously bigger things to.
But all of this
to
was supposed to
attend
solve out when time Belize obtained independence, man.
Man, and this is the reason why it became particularly difficult. Not difficult, but we had to go through extreme lengths. And this is where you need to recognize the efforts of George Price. And I mean, I'll be honest with you. Trying to get international support for our country, albeit the fact that Guatemala was there, the threat of Guatemala was still hanging. But he got international support from the non-aligned movement and the United Nations and blah, blah, blah. And this is the fact. We can't deny the fact that this isn't so. You have to recognize that. And secondly, because of the threat of Guatemala. Because if we didn't have a threat to Guatemala, then we would, worry for worry.
We never may have this conversation right now.
We never may have this conversation right now. Right.
Like, let's say that if me and you, the neighbors, but then I got a piece of land, and you got yours. Mm-hmm. And I live on it, okay. I believe that for me, I will live so peaceful for so many years. But the time now that I see you start to break down fence,
Mm-hmm.
and you start to come in and I talk to you, I tell you, what are you going on, man? And you tell me, no, this stuff for me, then the trouble start.
That's right.
Right? And then when all of this visits start to Guatemala, the claim is still there. But then the trouble start again.
You see, the problem is that, and I think we have had, I wish my brother were alive, he'd tell you all this story. But if you put this in perspective, that the Guatemalan threat has been there forever. When I say forever, it's been,
and it's still there.
They have, they were quiet for a while, but then they decided we are not accepting the 1859 treaty as such, and therefore we are putting a claim for what we believe is rightfully ours.
Yeah.
But, hello, if you don't agree to part of the, because the treaty for 1859 says that doesn't have any clause that says, and if because Britain does not do the cart road, then the property, the territory of Belize shall return to Guatemala. No, it does not say that.
All right, so Emmanuel, but we need to take a break. Very fruitful discussion here this morning. And before we go on this break, I want to send a special big up today to Tita. Tita, they celebrate the birthday today. 51st birthday today. You know Tita? Tita, we used to work the Lisbeth House, man. The late great Martin Escalante.
Oh,
you don't know Tita?
Tita, yes.
Tita birthday today.
Oh, yes. Tita, feliz cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños.
Happy birthday, Tita, comes to you from your one and only love, Mr. Richard Mark. Should I send for that man make you sing one song, no, Joe? You know Largo, no, Joe?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to take our break. So, Tita, have yourself a great day, man. Big up, I never know Emmanuel know you, too.
Well, Remember that. It's all in the neighborhood.
It's all in the neighborhood, in the area. Folks, we take a short break and we'll be right back with you right here on the Sugar City Morning Show.
It just keeps getting better. With 100 minutes and 100 texts for just $2.99 all March long. That's over $60 worth of talk for just $2.99 per day. Just dial star 100 to activate and get 100 ways to show your DigiFriends and fam you care with Digicel. Please check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
Nosotros, como socios de la industria azucarera, tenemos un interés profundo
en asegurar la viabilidad
y sostenibilidad de la industria.
El futuro de la producción de azúcar en Belice es cada vez más desafiante, ya que implica sobrevivir en un ambiente de mercado internacional volátil y cada vez más competitivo que dicta los precios del azúcar.
y, en consecuencia, los precios de la caña.
Reconocemos que las relaciones y operaciones entre nosotros
Deben regirse por acuerdos comerciales justos, equitativos y basados en principios sólidos
para fortalecer con eficacia la competitividad de la industria.
Por lo tanto, la BSCF,
CSCPA,
PSCPA
BSI
y el gobierno de Belice nos hemos comprometido a desarrollar y firmar un plan de desarrollo estratégico que contribuya a la estabilidad económica y social de Belice.
como parte del compromiso al Plan de Desarrollo Estratégico.
Juntos hemos trabajado en un plan preliminar.
y ahora pasaremos a la etapa consultativa para incorporar las mejores recomendaciones prácticas.
Cañeros, instituciones financieras, negocios particulares y público en general. Les invitamos a ser parte del proceso.
Para recibir una copia del plan preliminar, visita la página web www.cirdi.bz o contacte a líderes de las asociaciones cañeras.
They see you and know you're living. Always a star, yes. You live in color to the limit. Large and in charge, yes. That's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color, Buster.
Give me the remote, the number one, down the milk, then up down the milk. You can repeat screen, but down the milk it is real, yes, down the milk, then up down the milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, down the milk, then up down the milk. Down the milk in the morning, down the milk in the evening, down the milk. Give me down the milk, up north in Corozal, supermarket and the mall. Down the milk, then up down the milk, all over this land, and in Belmore Pond, yes, down the milk. Give me down the milk, say in Tangriga, down south in Fiji. Down the milk, then up down the milk. You can hear it stop, cause it's in a rich one, yeah, down the milk. I love down the milk. Down the milk powder. Follow the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
My name is Ken.
Sherry Burgess from New York.
Well, I believe we have come a long way.
The development it's really great. You know, the roads are much nicer.
Streets are so nice now.
More commercial buildings, more businesses.
It is nothing like our Belize that I see today. I'm happy with Belize's progress, and I hope they continue to do it. As a young nation, I think we're growing, and what the government is doing so far is very good for the country.
Dean Barrow is the man, and he came in and do a whole lot, change this whole country around, and
he's doing an excellent job.
We're catching up.
I think that Belize have arrived finally.
Everything has changed and developed so beautifully.
We're proud to be Belizean, proud to be Belizean.
All talk, all text, all night for just $1.99 now through March. With Digicel's all-new cheaper night shift. You get unlimited talk and text all night for just $1.99. Just dial *638 each night to activate. This March, go all night long, all month long with Digicel's new cheaper night shift. Belize. Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show, compañeros. Cuando son las 7:54. And just a quick reminder, today is the 15th of March.
Happy Pat Day.
Yes.
Every 15th ending.
Yes, yes.
Right.
And today we're talking about the recent spate of aggression from Guatemala. It's something that we had essentially, and embarrassing enough, we had shied away from because we didn't think that we were prepared personally to handle the situation, and we didn't know enough about the situation.
Well, we don't like misinformed, right?
Exactly. But I think that right now the aggression has hit a different note, so much so that it hit me, where I think that because of the recent spate of aggression, it has suddenly sparked something in me that says, hell, I will not keep quiet any longer. I will not be complacent any longer. I will not be conformista any longer. Rather, I will begin to talk out openly about this thing, because I believe that at the end of the day, this is our country. Hello, that does not mean that I'm going to go join the territorial volunteers and put my life at risk. No, I will not do that. If that's their prerogative, then I respect that completely. They are well within, but I personally would not do that. If I have been warned by government not to go there because of this kind of situation, then I will not go there. That's the way I feel, and I think that my opinion needs to be respected.
It goes back to what was said in our conversation this morning, Emmanuel, that the diplomatic corps, when they both foreign affairs, then talk, they got a communication, everything sounds smooth. When we look next 5 or 10 minutes, so here I think they have them out there again. So why?
And that's where there was an element of finger pointing yesterday on the news, and I think that the Prime Minister said quite clearly that it's partly maybe because of the the advances of the territorial volunteers. I hope that is not the situation, because at the end of the day, they did not go into Guatemala. They were well within Belizean waters, and but it's not where they went. It's how they were viewed.
And as
it's how they were viewed by the Guatemalans.
And
you know?
as all Belizeans, they have their right to be any part of Belize.
Thank you.
Any
Exactly,
part of Belize.
exactly.
You're free
As
to walk out of Belize, drive boat, ride boat in any part of Belize. And as far as we know, that's our student about that is part of Belize.
That's exactly right. But it has escalated to such a situation where now, I think for very few times, I don't believe it's the first time, but the National Security Council has met. The National Security Council is a group of people that is way, way, way above here, which means that it's like the head of the army, the head of the Coast Guard, the Prime Minister, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, people who are well versed and knowledgeable in this situation, and these people meet. Okay, and the National Security Council met yesterday to discuss this Guatemalan aggression. I'm just going to quickly read. It says the council consists of chief persons within the country's security apparatus, including the Prime Minister, the BDF commander, General David Jones, the Coast Guard Commandant, Admiral John Burland, and the representative of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Generally, the Foreign Affairs Minister Ellington would have been a part of this meeting, but he had left for Washington, I think, the day before. But it happened nonetheless at the Cabinet Room in Belmopan, and the meeting lasted approximately 2 hours. Obviously, when they came out, they answered some questions, and this is just Brigadier General David Jones, who's the commander BDF, and I'll go verbatim as to what exactly he had to say, because it's important. We had a Guatemalan vessel go over in front of the operating base that the BDF is constructing at the time, and we're speaking to the troops there over a loud hailer, you know. Now, let's put this in perspective. Let's stop there. Judging from here, if they were in front of here, that means that they were well within Belizean waters.
No make mistake.
No make mistake about that.
No make mistake.
Okay? They were well within Belizean waters. Both the Belizean vessel, but importantly enough, the Guatemalan vessel was within Belizean waters.
So, they're the ones that were wrong.
Thank you. Informing them that the previous day, which was the Friday, that a vessel had gone up the Sarstoon, which is the reason why I find the one from the Prensa Libre a little contradictory when it says a military vessel. Now we know that that's not a military vessel. All right? That a vessel had gone up the Sarstoon and gone all the way to Cadenas and did not actually report to them. They are not aware of our complete schedule of how we go through the Sarstoon. So they were expressing their dissatisfaction that they didn't know. Like, if we have to explain to them and tell them where we're going. So, our troops had never gone in there and asked permission to go through. And we continue to go through the Sarstoon without asking permission, which is one of the discussions that we had yesterday. Does the BDF have to ask permission? Sorry. No, it does not ever do that. They stand their ground because they know that they are within Belizean waters, and I'm proud of them.
And also, if you go in a Sarstoon, why the soldiers they always have to we don't go in after the area. We never gone in Guatemala and get no kind of trouble. You know?
You see, it just takes. Anyway, the vessel that was there speaking to the troops did not want to leave the area. They stayed in the area, and they were given the impression that they were going to remain there. expressing that we are not going to be allowed to go back through the river, that we are not going to be allowed to go back through how dare them, you know, up the river if we don't, God, I guess so Bex, I forget Papa, if we don't ask permission. The troops in the area took it as some form of intimidation, and they start making phone calls that eventually reached my ears. This is the Brigadier General David Jones talking. I in turn informed our Chief Executive Officer, which is, and that also informed our Minister, and then the message also reached our Prime Minister. Subsequently spoke to our Guatemalan counterpart and expressed the concern with the situation currently happening at the Sarstoon. He said, General, we just came back from this meeting because we returned back Friday, and then this incident actually happening Saturday. So this makes a mention of some sort of previous meeting where they had discussed this kind of situation. It refers to it, right? So he said he's going to pass the direction that there isn't going to be any more interception, and we are going to work towards peace in the area. Again, we have, like your comment, we have these incidents, we get assurances that, you know, this is not going to happen again, and blam, 2 weeks afterward, it happens right back again. ¿Qué está sucediendo? What is happening?
The army, the people over there on the boat, they got their general, they have their soldiers, right?
The general is normally, there's only one general for the army. So and he's not general on the boat.
But then
there's a
captain
person
or
in charge.
whatever. That person in charge have a higher authority that he have to deal with and tell them their activities.
So you're telling me that there's some intermediary in between that is not following instructions from above, and is actually going through maybe taking personal.
And when he got to that one, when he go up the top to the general need to inform the ministry in Guatemala that is responsible for that. You know, if there was security ministry, okay, this is what we do. Because he's supposed to go to higher authority. I want to reach the maximum authority, then that authority communicate with Belize. And then Belize communicate back with them and say everything is okay. So then, but then it still go down back and the same things happen.
Well, I believe at the end of the day, what is happening is that somebody is going against, somebody in the lower ranks is going against
their directives,
prescribed orders, directives, and the people at the top are covering for that person.
Yeah, so the people they out there, so then they follow authority. Where they're on this line, want to go out there because there are people that come and make sure they don't pass this line.
So it says, so immediately after I called him, it was within 5 or 10 minutes, the vessel that was in front of the BDF, the vessel that was parked there, like he said, he not going no way, had disappeared and left. So it was a sign of good faith that the meeting that I had with him is working and is going to work. This is Honorable Dean Barrow's commentary. We can't settle it in consequence of any outbreak of war. Very simple.
So
we can't have a confrontation. We say, you know, all right, you come across, yeah, I will bomb you out.
So what happened?
And then we have a physical confrontation where, you know, we start to one shoot the other. We don't want that. We don't need that. Do we? Do we?
Okay, no, we don't need that. We don't deserve that.
All right.
Nobody deserves that.
All right.
So right now, all right, let's say the territorial volunteers decide to go again, but I could put it down in a different way. Somebody decide to just go, a citizen come from the US and a charter and a boat. Say, carry me to the Sarstoon, make us see how this place look. Just want to see how it look.
Innocently and unknowingly, because obviously it's,
so
have to.
What the PM mentioned, that he talked to the president there and then the general talk to whosoever is supposed to talk to and say everything will be all right. So, should we see that repeating again? One citizen just going if you go visit the area? Or everything will be okay? Welcome, bienvenidos, so no come in.
Well, like I said, because of the history of the situation, I personally wouldn't trust it. Because they will tell you one thing and then they will do another.
And then what happened is we have tourists coming to this country as well, Emmanuel, and that's the part I believe. Suppose when tourists want to visit that area, it's advisable for them not to
Well,
go.
I think that, all tourist guides are aware of the situation there and would advise the tourists
So it's
not
like-
to go. Because then again, you see, that's important little thing. It would be involving another country.
So it's like a restricted area for us.
It's involving another country, because then all of a sudden you have, hey, an American being hurt.
Then things will blow up.
Then things will blow up.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden the U.S. gets involved because it's one of his own.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
then
Let me just quickly finish with prime ministers, then we can that is unthinkable, and we don't want to go there in reference to the war. Of course, this meeting was also about tasking both our military people and the diplomats to be quite clear and to reduce to writing a way forward for Belize in the event of whatever contingencies. It says, and to reduce to writing to a way forward for Belize in the event of whatever contingencies. We always hear Minister Elrington saying the ways of diplomacy are different than the ways of regular communication between you and I.
the diplomacy know the work.
Yes.
Because what now, all right, let's say the BDF decide, okay, this stuff for we, and you the Comenia, and the BDF decide to try push them out, just like how they try push out the BDF. Then war will start.
Yes.
But then the Belize ministry and the Belize government, they act on a diplomacy.
But and I think that up to now, personally, I think that they're pushing us, provoking us, so that to see how far we're going. And then, bam, we drop, and they say, aha, see, he that the one will do it. He is the one who got the first bullet. He's the one to start.
Who start the fire?
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's it. And and I'm so proud that right now we have maintained our cool.
Well, let's see what will come out of this this meeting that will be held in Washington sometime today or tomorrow with the Foreign Affairs Minister. But it goes back to like what the Minister to Emmanuel. All the protocol and everything sound good. People talk and you come out of a nice meeting and everything. And then you look on the ground, that different things happen. But we need to go for our next break, Emmanuel.
Yes, it's already 9 minutes after 8. Guys, we're going on another break, and we'll be right back with you as soon as we are through with those commercial announcements. So don't go away. We'll be right back with you.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Text much jewelry? Well, you're in luck. Starting March 9th and all month long, get unlimited local and international texts for only 68 cents per night. Text anybody, local or worldwide, all night long from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And when we say anybody, we mean any other number in the world, anywhere in the world, not just Belize. Just dial *068 to activate and text like there is no tomorrow. Belize. Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get off.
It just keeps getting better. With 100 minutes, and 100 texts for just $2.99 all March long. That's over $60 worth of talk for just $2.99 per day. Just dial star 100 to activate and get 100 ways to show your DigiFriends and fam you care with Digicel. Bullies! Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
Nosotros, como socios de la industria azucarera,
tenemos un interés profundo
en asegurar la viabilidad
y sostenibilidad de la industria.
El futuro de la producción de azúcar en Belice es cada vez más desafiante, ya que implica sobrevivir en un ambiente de mercado internacional volátil
y cada vez más competitivo que dicta los precios del azúcar
y en consecuencia los precios de la caña.
Reconocemos que las relaciones y operaciones entre nosotros
deben regirse por acuerdos comerciales justos, equitativos y basados en principios sólidos
para fortalecer con eficacia la competitividad de la industria.
Por lo tanto,
la BSCF,
CSCPA,
PSCPA,
PSI
y el gobierno de Belice nos hemos comprometido a desarrollar
y firmar un plan de desarrollo estratégico que contribuya a la estabilidad económica y social de Belice.
Como parte del compromiso al plan de desarrollo estratégico,
juntos hemos trabajado en un plan preliminar.
Y ahora pasaremos a la etapa consultativa para incorporar las mejores recomendaciones prácticas.
Cañeros, instituciones financieras, negocios particulares y público en general,
les invitamos a ser parte del proceso.
Para recibir una copia del plan preliminar, visita la página web www.sirli.bz o contacte a líderes de las asociaciones cañeras.
They see you know you're living, always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit, large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color, Buster.
Give me the remote, the number one. Down the hill, then up down the hill. You can replace screen, but down the hill it is real. Yes, down the hill, then up down the hill. All over Cayo and in San Pedro. Down the hill, then up down the hill. Down the milk in the morning, down the milk in the evening, down the hill. Here we down the hill, up north in Corozal, supermarket and then all. Down the hill, then up down the hill, all over this land, and in Belmont, yes, down the hill. Here we down the hill, say in Riga, down south in Fiji. Down the hill, then up down the hill. You can hear this stuff, cause it's in orange swamp, yeah, down the milk. I love down the milk. Down the milk powder. Follow the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. You know, we have to take these breaks in between, obviously, because we have commitments with our sponsors, and therefore these people who pay.
And for you to take a little break as well for your coffee.
And also like we eat really panadas and really tacos, you know. But welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. You know, we try to make this a show different than the rest. You know, everybody, all the shows, if you watch them on TV, they are very rigid, and you know. But we go like, well, what's the sense? You know,
we free up.
Let's be free. Let's talk about what we want to talk, and let's laugh if we want to laugh, and let's say what we want to say. You know, at the end of the day, this is what we're doing. We're being ourselves.
Right.
Right. Checky.
Emmanuel, last week the time when we just come back to work because Monday was a public and bank holiday, and it's marking 1 week now since the news have reported that the Honorable Gaspar Vega has expressed his sincerity or his interest not to
continue in politics.
Yeah, not to continue.
Not to contest the next general elections, and in view of that he wants to that he is no longer contesting the position of deputy party leader.
But you know that so far we haven't heard anything from him personally, you know, to tell us what his position, because everything that is out there right now is just speculation. Like you mentioned, probably he wants to dedicate himself more to his family or maybe his private business. And because we know he has Vegas Imports as well, no?
Obviously.
That's been existing for many years.
Many years. It's quite a successful business here in Orange.
Yeah, we know that the Honorable Gaspar Vega has been very instrumental in reviving the United Democratic Party right here in the North.
Exactly.
We can remember when there was a blowout with the UDP, when only Honorable Finnegan, Honorable Barrow, and Honorable
That was when everybody lost. I think it was a 26-3 victory for the PUP.
We had only 3 persons in the House, 3 honorables, Honorable Dean Barrow, Honorable Michael Finnegan, and Honorable Erwin Concheras.
I don't remember who the 3, but yes.
Those were the 3 that was in the House at that time. And what happened is Mr. Mr. Urbina was very instrumental as well to be part of taking over of the party here in Orange Walk.
And I think as a consequence of that he ran in Central.
Right, he ran for mayor first, then he ran in Central. And then, let's get this call before we continue. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. So, you know, that time the Honorable Gaspar Vega used to be up and down, you know, taking care of his business, go to the U.S. and get his merchandise. He used to have those big trucks coming in and out. And, you know, I guess one of the big part of his business was the shampoos. You know, he always mentioned that shampoo has been a big part of the success of his business.
The shampoo king at one point or the other.
You know, and at that time, well, I guess he saw that the country needed some upliftment, so he decided to get into politics. You remember one time he ran for municipal elections here in Orange Walk as well, right?
Faintly, but I do remember, yes.
Yeah. Then that time Delon ran as well. Yeah, Delon was on that slate. Yeah,
I don't remember, recall.
Was
but
on that
I
slate.
do recall vaguely, but...
So, you know, that time both of your brothers were living, and even with that 5 years that the UDP was in opposition with only 3 members in the House, Raul Ozalo's out there with a loudspeaker. You know what song they play, right? I bet you don't remember that song. Get up, stand up for you. They make one lot of noise, sometimes early in the morning and late in the night. You know? And so Honorable Gaspar Vega decided, you know, step in this thing. And so a convention was held in San Ignacio.
He saw the writing in the wall, you think?
Yeah. There was a convention that was held in San Ignacio. And then he was already the standard bearer for Orange Walk North. That time it was the Honorable Serval Obaiza. used to represent Orange Walk North.
And it was a PUP stronghold for
Yeah,
years.
yeah, especially Trial Farm and San Jose. So what happened is a convention was held in San Ignacio, where there was 3 persons going up for the first deputy leader of the United Democratic Party. That was Honorable Gaspar Vega, the Honorable Marcel Cardona, and the Honorable Perdomo.
Okay.
Right?
Carlos Perdomo.
Carlos Perdomo. He was the Minister of National Security.
Yes.
Yeah. So Mr. Vega came out and he won that one. You know, he won so he became the deputy. Then in 2006, he started getting ready for municipal elections. That was when Rave won. Rave won as mayor.
As mayor.
He ran as mayor.
And it signaled also the upcoming victory of the United Democratic Party in the next general election,
which was 2008. You know?
Right.
And then from that time, well, the Honorable Gaspar Vega, first time, he went to Belmopan and, you know, he was named the Deputy Prime Minister as well. And a Minister of Lands until that time, you know. And that term, I think that term led the UDP into like 4 years?
2012, because
So
in
8 to 12, that's
2012 we had an election.
So that's 4, right?
Yes.
Then they had that election in 2012. UDP won again, you know, with Honorable Gaspar Vega. The first time the UDP won in 2008, 3 seats for the United Democratic Party was won in Orange Walk.
That's exactly right.
That was for Orange Walk North, Orange Walk East, and Orange Walk South. Mark Petch was in that era in South, Marcel Cardona in the East, and Honorable Gaspar Vega in the North. So far, 3 elections has passed, and Honorable Gaspar Vega is the only one that remained in power since 2008. Because we went to 12, then to 15.
And in 12 we lost one, I think it was in East.
Yep. We lost 2. We lost 2. It was only the Honorable Gaspar Vega.
That's right. Here in Orange Walk.
Walk,
And in
we
Corozal, then that's where we had 2.
Yeah, we had 3 in Corozal, but we lost 1.
Right.
You know, we lost 1. But now it came back, and we won the 3 in Corozal and 2 in Orange Walk in 2015. And that's supposed to take us up to 2020, right?
Do you, and this is the straight up question right here, do you think that it is due to Mr. Gaspar's direct involvement that we have managed to go up from 3 to 5 representatives in the North?
Emmanuel, you can recall when the Honorable Gaspar Vega is on the show, and he say, you know what, I got to go now because I need to go and take care of different areas. I need to go and see my colleagues in Corozal and here in Orange Walk in different divisions. Because, you know, since he has been the only representative from 12 to 15, people from all the constituents used to have to go and see him at his office. So he had to tend to all these people. So check out like Orange Walk North. You know, Emmanuel, that you have let's say you have your brother to run when Fred was running. Fred wouldn't say, okay, Emmanuel is working with me because he's my brother. Honorable Gaspar Vega ran in this area, and he sacrificed 2 of his good persons that work along with him for elections, which is Ivan Leiva and his own son, Andre, to go and work in the East to help in that
And that
area.
is significant that he did that, because, I mean, it was all part of his. For him, it was important for the East to come in as well.
Right.
So he gave so much of him for the East to come in.
Right. So that question that you asked, if his involvement contribute.
Actually, I knew the answer. I just wanted you to talk about it.
Yeah, and there right now, how the situation is, and you know, when it comes to lands that the Honorable Gaspar Vega has distribute so many lands.
And he has been the one minister, I think he told me, he says, I'm the one minister who has given on more lands than any other minister, as a matter of fact. Ensuring that it's not only serves as a title to me, but I'm empowering people with piece of land.
Right.
I'm giving them, and this is part of being a Belizean, It's not as if he's giving it to you, but he's making it available to you.
And that was not only Orange Walk.
Uh-huh.
That was entire country. Entire country of Belize. So all of these good things, and the Honorable Gaspar Vega, everybody have issues. But when he come out and meet the people, he not bringing issues with that. Come out smiling and greeting people the right way. Hello, good morning.
Buenos días.
Muy buenos días.
Una pequeña opinión. ¿Por qué no en su lugar de Misa Vega se dejó? ¿Por qué no se pospone Mr. Elodio Aragón Jr.? Si no nos quedemos desamparados.
¿Qué es la pregunta?
She's saying with the vacant place that Mr. Vega is leaving vacant, why don't they put Mr. Elodio Aragón Jr.? But he's...
Él es un muchacho joven.
Sí, pero él tiene su división en el este, ¿no? ¿Ya me entiende? No sé si eso contesta su pregunta, pero usted se está prefiriendo a que sea el líder del norte, como un vicelíder del partido, un viceprimer ministro, o quiere usted decir a que corra el señor Aragón para el norte? ¿Qué es lo que quiere decir?
No para el norte, sino en...
O que pues, se distingue como un líder para todo el norte.
Ajá, porque yo vivo en el centro. Yo no quiero para el norte, yo quiero para el centro, pero que tengamos... porque se están saliendo, según entiendo las noticias que dan, es que Mr. Baro y Mr. Vega van a dejar. Entonces, un castillo sin columna se destruye.
Sí, señora, está usted tan correcta.
Se están quitando las dos columnas más fuertes que hay ahí. Me siento pánico de pensar que ellos no van a estar.
Está rico. Pues bienvenida al club.
Yeah. Pues muchas gracias. But then I'm sure that, Emmanuel, in the days to come, the Honorable Gaspar Vega will definitely come to this show to talk to the audience and tell them what's the position.
See, and as we speak, Jackie, and I hate to interject, but as we speak, I know that there are people going up to Mr. Gaspar asking him, Boss, where to go on? Why are you leaving us?
And we have some people that has been sending some messages as well, and one of them say, "Sir, how are you doing? How you and your family is doing?" This person saying that so sad to hear the news that the Honorable Gaspar Vega is doing this. He said he more cry. He was so sad, but life goes on. And said we stand with your choice. God bless you. May God continue bless you with wisdom. So it's a settle only for the best for you and your family. So, Emmanuel, we could say somebody out there, but we don't really know everything that they go through, right?
Exactly.
But his contribution to politics in Orange Walk district, Corozal, and the entire country was a great contribution to this country of Belize. He did well. He represented to the best of his ability. Nothing you can satisfy everybody, Emmanuel. We know that, right?
I agree with you.
Especially when it comes to lands, because everybody wants land. How much, if you do a calculation, Emmanuel, how much, what's the parameters of Belize? How big is Belize? How much people got in Belize?
Yes. A lot of people are very saddened by this, and I do hope that at the end of the day, and these people are saying, I do hope that at the end of the day, Mr. Gaspar reconsiders his position and that he remains in politics. I'm hoping for that as well. I'm sincerely hoping for that. I think that despite the fact that he's in his 60s now,
he's heading there.
And that, well, that doesn't, I see all the old senators in the states being all the way up in their 80s, and ahí con bastón, pero ahí van.
They have Bernie Sanders right now.
Exactly.
You know?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, he's running to try to be the candidate for the Democrats in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And
look at Walt Bernstein from the New York City, you know, 80 odd years and going and still active in politics, you know.
But you know, maybe Emmanuel, with this, that I believe that he should be with his family. I think maybe it's the reflection might, might reflect him to say, you know what, my people they need me, man.
And then there's nothing wrong in trying to remove yourself and taking a sabbatical per se of politics, in politics. But again, you're right. Once you remove yourself, then you begin to get different impressions. You go like, good Lord, you know, what have I, you know, what do I want out of life? Have I let my people down? Have I done the right decision? These are questions which I would ask myself.
Yeah,
you know?
true. That's just like music, Emmanuel. If somebody stop playing a band and stop playing music today, you feel all right, but after a month time you start to say, man, this music, they call me back.
Exactly.
I need to go back because this is me.
This right.
And Gaspar, he only our minister, he love politics.
Exactly so.
You understand?
Exactly. So,
someone says here, don't worry, Mr. Agape. You were the best. We will never be one like you ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And these are the kind of sentiments that are being expressed to Mr. Gaspar, as I know that as a fact. And people are hoping and praying that he decides to change his mind and go like reconsider and say, all right. Tell you what, we have had so many people coming to my office and saying, I don't want to. I have decided to remain in politics. This is what we're hoping for.
But you know where there is a big sincerity and caring for the people as well, Emmanuel. The time that the Honorable Gaspar Vega decided to send out this letter, because this Sunday that is coming, he was going to be named once again the first deputy leader of the United Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm.
And if he decides
a
that
position that he has worked for and earned over the years.
Right. But if he decides that he now running a 5 years, I believe that he now hold a position and just they are dormant with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, because you know the party has mentioned that another convention won't be held until 4 years' time. So if he decides that he doesn't want to run again, I guess he decided, okay, it doesn't make sense for me to be the first deputy leader of the United Democratic Party if I decide not to run again.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe he's putting in sincerity and say, well, you know, maybe better somebody else do it. Somebody who decide to stay in, hold on to it, no?
That's right. That's exactly right.
I got some text to come in here. Right there, so this morning.
I know. The phones may not be ringing, but the texts are coming in continuously.
This one said, Eduardo, there on some Facebook. You there on Facebook? Eduardo Martinez. Eduardo Martinez on Facebook. What you do up there?
I scarcely go into Facebook anymore.
But you there?
I'm there, yes.
Yeah, so like you say, Emmanuel, you hope that the Honorable Gaspar Vega will consider, but we could hope for that, but only Mr. Vega knows what's his position and what he's currently going through. So we have to respect.
And we are giving him all the respect and telling him, take your time, do your own decision, but we can't influence your decision.
And you know, it's not easy being a senior minister, as being, somebody sent a text say that it's not easy being a senior minister and being disrespected. Think we as a people need to take a stand with him. I'm not sure what's the indication of this text, but it says it's not easy being a senior minister and being disrespected.
What's the following statement that he says?
He said, think we as a people need to take a stand with him.
That is significant.
That's the punchline right there.
That's the punchline right there. And a lot of people are saying, we don't want to take this decision. We want to do a little something. We want to go to Mr. Gaspar and we want, want him back.
So how would you translate that in
Okay.
Spanish?
Pues que la gente en realidad se está haciendo tantas preguntas, pero que al final del día han llegado a un nivel diciendo, ¿lo voy a simplemente tomar esta decisión y sentadito? ¿O voy a hacer algo para esto? ¿Ok? Entonces ellos están pensando de agilizarse, ponerse activos y hacerle una demostración al señor Gaspar pidiéndole que por favor regrese en la arena política, en el ambiente político. Eso es lo que entiendo que está sucediendo.
Yeah, because when you do things, Emmanuel, maybe you do things and then so much people will support you, but you don't really know that so much people they along with you. But if you say there are people come out, then maybe I get the courage. You know what? My people are there with me. So make a revive
As
myself
a
again.
stark reminder then of who has been or who have been your avid and faithful and loyal supporters.
I don't want to get too personal upon this one, but this says some honorable person was not elected, but he's a hierarchy of the party.
Well, we all know who they talk about, the Minister Godwin House. And,
how you know?
And
I never see you guys in your computer for bring that up.
No. You don't need to be on no damn computer.
Is they right out there, Joe?
That I know. Sorry for that. But there are certain things which out of loyalty to the party you accept, but you don't necessarily agree with.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Accept, but not
Agree
really,
with.
yeah.
Okay? And I agree with that person who called.
Yeah.
Okay? I agree with that line of thought that unlike Prime Minister Dean Barrow always says, it always comes down to the numbers. If you won your division or if you didn't win your division. Well, hello, in stark contrast to that,
Yep.
he's acting differently. He has put somebody above somebody who has won. And this is the sentiment of the people. This is the people telling you why you do this.
But then now, since you mentioned that, now our next text come and say, what was the hierarchy of the party thinking?
Well, I don't know what the hierarchy of the party thinking. We'd have to ask the party, the hierarchy of the party, and we can only begin to surmise and I don't know. I believe that Mr. Barrow himself would need to answer that question.
Yeah. So, but yesterday they tried to ask the PM the question, and he wasn't
forthright with the people. He said, no, we're not going to go there right now. We're not ready to answer that question.
Yeah. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Yeah, I get on the show.
You are on, sir. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Go
You're
ahead,
live. You're
please.
live. Go ahead.
Yeah. What I want to expand on for a little while is the fact that Mr. Bresenia and the PUP, who are in bed with the Guatemalans by taking scholarships and money coming in football and all this when I was a boy, they were the one who were in Guatemala, and now they are trying to say that Mr. Barrow and his administration isn't doing nothing. They were the ones who allowed them to come across, give them voters ID, and in Big Creek and Mango Creek, and allow them to vote over here. So what are they talking about? We don't want no war or no conflict with Guatemala because they are more powerful than us. So
Obviously.
the UP has better remember the past as what they don't like to do and look to the future with peace. They are the ones who were in bed. Hector Silva admitted that in person. Yes, we went to Guatemala, we took scholarship from them, we took money because they wanted to give Mr. Price, may his soul rest in peace, money to fight the British. So how how could Guatemala give Belize money to fight the British? I left it at that.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
That's a good observer. And the text continues saying as well, Emmanuel, I can get this back because I never finished completely. He said, what was the hierarchy of the party thinking to demote the Honorable Vega was wrong. Was wrong. That's what this person said, that text here. And he said, if we lose Mr. Vega, we lose the North. Can we afford that? Because
Of course not.
There is no one that can hold the torch.
Of course not.
Yeah.
And you see, that person then is thinking. Because one of the things that you must consider is the after effects of your actions.
Yep, that's right.
If I do this, what will happen?
I guess
and are
that's...
you satisfied with that scenario that you're seeing? Hello, Joga City Morning Show, good morning.
Yes, I would like to do a comment, please.
You can go ahead, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yes, good morning. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning.
Don't listen to the television. Just lower the television, or just walk away from the TV a little bit with your phone, and then you can speak to us.
Okay, thank you. I'm calling from Belmopan.
Okay. Yes. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Yes, I'm calling from Belmopan, sir.
Go ahead. We're waiting.
I am hearing these many comments about Guatemala and Belize and whatnot. I agree to the comment that the person just called, and I agree, yes, that these things are happening because of the tolerance of the minister, Dean Barrow. No? He tolerated so many things into Belize. So that's what the Guatemalans think now, that they can do anything that they want because they had the entry into Belize. You know, they were when election times, they were the ones that get their nationality and everything. You know, so all these things is happening due to the government.
I think
because
that
if there were no entry for them right here, you know, they will not be causing these things.
Can I interject, ma'am? May I interject? May I interject, please? I don't think that the previous caller mentioned that. I think that the previous caller mentioned about the fallacies of the previous PUP government and about their supposed, and we have to say supposed, coalition with some football scenario there, filtering money from Guatemala into Belize. He did not allude entirely at all and to that scenario that you're referring to, but nonetheless, we're listening to you.
Go ahead.
We're listening to you, but just as a quick note.
Okay, sir. So, so I hope everything goes in peace and everything, you know, because this is very it's not correct, you know. So and I you know, this is something that shouldn't be happening, and I think we should be living in peace. You know, so I just would like to say this and you know, just have a nice day.
Okay, well, you have a nice day as well. Emmanuel, the people that has obtained nationality of Belize, people from Guatemala, it's not only Guatemalan residents that have gained nationality, but then people don't give no trouble here. The trouble is not with them. You know, then people.
As a matter of
lady
fact,
from Guatemala
called yesterday,
right?
Shows, it says my decision is yo soy beliceña sobre todo.
And
you know, so that was a significant commentary, a comment from that person.
Somebody else texts and say the part if we lose Mr. Vega, then we lose the entire North. It continues saying that we are not hearing anything from his colleagues in the North. Pablo Hugo Aragon, he said, what's going on? Is there a loyalty problem? Or is it okay with them?
I think that's the best. That's
or
the
they
best
see
commentary
they see an opportunity in the horizon. Remember, don't burn bridges you cross.
I think that's person. Te felicito. I congratulate you, Minoke. I congratulate you, whoever it is who is sending this, what you call it, because he's watching.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. And I think
And a lot of people are asking the same question. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué está sucediendo? Why is it that these people aren't talking and saying, Mr. Vega, sending from different divisional committees and saying, Mr. Vega, have you decided? Can you at least think it over twice?
Good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, I had from Corozal, another call to only comment, right?
Go ahead.
One of the previous caller we call about these illegal people that come into Belize in Copen and Mango Creek. That's true. I was there working and I saw what was going on, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead, Carla. Go ahead.
And it's really a mess and it's serious to know that a lot of people from over there in Guatemala, Honduras, and Salvador come in our country, right? And what I observe that most of these people, they're ex-guerrillas and murderers from different countries that come in our country. And
Do you have that as a fact?
Yeah. And, I mingle around with Spanish people and so, and I went to Melchor a few times, and I meet people has Belizean social security, voters ID, and they have Belizean papers, and they don't live in Belize. And I don't think that's right. That's why we're in this problem right now with Guatemala and Belize. And for my concern, I'd ask all of the Belizean people, don't go to Melchor. We don't want nothing with Guatemala. All right?
All right, thank you very much, Carla. Emmanuel, they have a lot of people that the U.S., they got a lot of Belizean people will live right there at Belize right now. We have U.S. green card, and you have U.S. social security card, and they're getting their social security benefits coming right there to Belize.
And that Melchor Benke situation is such that almost everybody in Benke got family that Melchor, and everybody from Melchor got family that Benke.
Just like Corozal, a lot of people at Corozal, they got family at Chetamal. Mm-hmm. At Chetamal have family at
And a lot of them lived at Petén or Melchor and have Belizean papers is because they were born in Belize.
Yep, they just decided we're going to live back over there.
Uh-huh.
Then a lot of Belizeans, whether they're U.S.
I'm not defending them. I'm just telling you what I know is a fact.
Yep.
And in much the same way, a lot of them are living in Benque, but were born in Guatemala because they went for what is convenient for them.
Yeah.
Convenience being the key word.
I don't know, our conversation pertaining to the resignation of Honorable Gaspar Vega. He says here, Mr. Vega has been very instrumental in their victory because people love the man. I guess he's referring to the victory of the persons that was mentioned, the colleagues here in Orange Walk. We don't know if they meet and talk.
We don't know.
We don't really know if they meet because it's supposed to be eight persons in the north, right? Because we have 8 constituents in between Orange Walk and Corozal. So Corozal has 4 divisions.
But we haven't heard anything. That's what you've said.
Yeah.
And I agree with the color because we have not heard anything or seen anything in regard of some sort of act. What's the word there? Some sort of movement that would help, that would try to get Mr. Vega to reconsider his position.
Yeah, because sometimes one time you have that kind of thing there, Emmanuel, sometimes you feel like I'm all alone. Are they alone? But one time you could get your colleagues that come and talk to you and tell her, look here, man, this, that's so, that's so. Make we reconsider this thing. We there with you, we feel what you feel too. Then it start to build you up, right? He start to build up and say, you know what? Make we go in on this thing with force, man. Make we get this
Just
thing
the
done.
other day, when was it, 2 days ago, I was walking down, when was it, 2 days ago? Like yesterday or Friday, I don't recall. Was walking from home to here to work, and obviously, sometimes there was some bread cat, you know, stop. Hola, Mr. Martinez, you know, que I said, ¿qué vamos a hacer? And I said, la pregunta es, ¿está correcto? ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Because are you going to just sit down and take it? Remember that he's your representative. Are you going to go to him and ask him to stay on? Or are you going to just simply say, all right, well, we don't lose? No. It depends on you. It depende en ti. Lo que tú quieres, you know? Y quizás necesites un poquito de empuje de alguien. Quizás ahí es donde necesitamos los líderes que agilicen. That's the word I'm looking for. Que agilicen ese tipo de movimiento.
But we wanted to know that Mr. Vega was not demoted as well.
Exactly.
He has, because if you resign, you are not being demoted.
I think the reference of demotion was made when he was stripped of the Ministry of Natural Resources. I think that's only by it's a customary thing that the minister of the deputy prime minister is in charge of natural resources, but it doesn't necessarily mean so. I can even give you a better scenario where the prime minister is in charge of finance. Hello, but when George Price became prime minister, was it George Price? He relegated the Ministry of Finance to Ralph Fonseca.
Oh yeah, yep. When that usually has been held by the prime minister.
By the prime minister himself.
Yep.
You know.
I don't know if I should read this one, but I'll read it because when you don't read, people text their backs. He said the people from the north should boycott the UDP convention because a lot is going on more than we know, and Vega won't give up on his people that easy. His love for his people is too great, but he still remains a UDP. He's still a UDP, so it's up. The convention is open for everybody, so anybody could go to the convention, right? And that's this Sunday. You could jump on a bus if you want to go. You could go from Saturday, you could stay there and cool out with the people, drink up your betas, eat up your hodot, your shingding, and everything, you know?
And drink your rum out of the bottle.
Your danger. Danger, Namole, danger. You be giving that story. But I'm if you ask
You're
you
so
something.
bad, Checky.
I'm if you ask you something. When time you talk about you the kind of man, a lot of people kill you. You said up you talk, you?
Yeah.
You discuss.
Yeah, I discuss. Why not?
Emmanuel is 6 minutes away from 9 o'clock.
What?
We were supposed to talk a little bit about the significance of the Easter, but since we started this conversation on the Honorable Gaspar Vega, we want Mr. Vega to know that he have our full support.
That's right.
Here at Channel
That's
10,
right.
you know.
That's right.
And I know that days to come, Honorable Vega will come on the show.
That's right.
And
and above all, we want him to come on the show saying, I'm back in politics. That's what we want to hear from him.
Somebody said, no, I think so. He said, Vega for PM. I got the hand go right, so Vega for PM. Yeah, well, yeah, Emmanuel, so maybe tomorrow we can get into next week is Holy Week.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Holy Week is upon us. Everybody look like pack up the lee bag and haul, go to Cancun or Playa or Mahawal or Kikaka or San Pedro or right there, Saturday.
Yeah, well, we have seen that lately that the BTB has been promoting Belize.
Come stay in your own. Stay in your own.
Yeah, and then people from right there, you know, we got a big beach party that Progresso.
Exactly.
So you don't need to go nowhere.
So you don't need to go nowhere,
yeah,
Papa.
We got the greasy pole, we got the we got greasy pig, but I don't like, man, the man was supposed to catch a pig. I gotta say the man yesterday, the man is sleep. He say I wait till Holy Week. I tell him boy not deal with it. Can I try get that pig one time and tie up that pig? You know, for the greasy. You know what the greasy pig? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, then I got the greasy pole as well. The greasy pole I have a tag price at top of $200.
You the contest for
No,
the
I know,
greasy
I know
pig, greasy pig will be open to anybody,
Yeah.
right?
You could run and you could grab the pig if you want, but
You can't bowl it, though.
No, you can't bowl it. But anyway you catch her, that's for you.
Or you could lasso.
Yeah. So Ian Big, we have Youth Connection Band, Continental Cat, and a free dance to everyone right that Progresso.
So big thing they happen at Progresso.
Big thing they happen. We have Wally Mountain Bike Race from San Esteban Multi-Service Gas Station all the way to Progresso. Then we got like a whole big bale of towel and what you call it? Umbrella? What you say in Spanish?
Sombrillas, paraguas. What is
Paraguas. Quality, one give away a monk and a whole big bale of towel. You know, you leave rags to make you wipe your face, that's when you dance and so. Watch you walk your leave grill and put it by the riverside and grill up your leave food and something, you know. And, you know, enjoy yourself. We said this one in Belize, like I say, got more text coming in, Emmanuel. You see this issue with Mr. Vega, we never really want start to touch it if we don't have all the information. Because all we discuss that what we know about the man. You know? You say trouble brewing at Town Council. More on this tomorrow's show. We will get some information. He said trouble brewing at Town Council. More on this on tomorrow's show. What do you mean by brewing?
Brewing means that brewing. It's happening. It's
okay. Why? This text
it's about to erupt. It's brewing, but about to erupt.
Yeah. Okay. So we should get some more information on that tomorrow. I have to send you there.
Yes. No,
Absolutamente.
Minaguende.
Everything I say absolutely.
No.
Huh? That no machine, too. Boy, I can say, I could get this last. Somebody say, I need one pool.
¿La Progreso?
Something more poke the villas. Need one pool. They got pool there, what?
No. They're making fun of me, actually. But I make it slide, you know. I make it slide. Let them have fun.
Make it slip and slide.
Make it slip and slide.
No, but Emmanuel, I invite you for me to go to Progresso, man.
Of course, and you know I'm always willing to give a hand.
Yep, yeah, you know. Maybe you could grease up the pig for me.
I certainly know a right run both behind the pig.
I got one of my friends, he could just stand up right there, the pig girl bass. You get it?
Yes.
Anyway, somebody say thank
you. Is it like a stump?
No, I'm moving. Somebody said thank you, Mr. Vega. Vega all the way. Emmanuel, we got to close, and it has been a pleasure without no measure, no condition, no complaint, nothing. We touched the Guatemala issue this morning, you know, that everybody have that information about that, but that part that you touched from the Prensa Libre and we broke it down to the people was very educational. And that's not the finale, Emmanuel. More is there to come.
Well, we're just hoping, like I said, that that cool heads continue to prevail. Because, like I said, I think my personal take on this thing is that they're harassing us until we react, and we react the wrong way. And then they point fingers at you and say that you are the one that will do it. So as long as we keep our cool, nothing's going to happen. That's why I guess that it's important for nobody to go there, to be causing any possible altercation, unnecessary altercation with the what you call, because como diría la gente vieja, poco quieren para que esto cosa suceda. So if we avoid it and don't give them no what you call it, and let the big people, let the Wilfred Edrington, let the Assad Schumann, let all of those people worry about that. Let them handle it, you know?
That's for them, baby.
That's for them, baby. Okay?
Yeah. You know what brother may I say, right? I can't say exactly what may I say. He said under the star. You know what he used to say, right?
Yes.
We can't say it, right?
No, we can't.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, Emmanuel, we don't say we're going and we're not gone. So on behalf of Mr. Maurice Kokom, on the cameras this morning, on behalf of all our viewers, we certainly like to thank you and ask you to tune in tonight at 9 o'clock for a repeat of this show right here on North Television Channel 10.
And as an advance notice, tomorrow we'll be supposed to be getting some sort of information on the town council. So
the brewing,
the brewing of the trouble there. I don't know what it is, and we're just reacting to the text that was sent to us. But we will also be discussing Easter traditions tomorrow.
Yep. And then next week we should be having some religious groups coming
Right.
in.
Next week is going to be all, we're going to have the people from Trial Farm. Dalia, anticipadamente quiero que sepas, I'm knocking at your door. I need you to be here. And I also spoken to the people from La Immaculada. So I would believe that you are also contacting some people.
Yeah.
So next week, Monday to Thursday, is going to be all in preparation, announcing all about what's going on for the Easter weekend, Easter holidays, but also the religious aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be all religious, but mostly.
Yeah, but if any major thing come up, then we will also do our effort to give a
Obviously,
mention.
we're going to have half, Papa.
Yeah, so all the fire we got for burn, you got 3 more days for burn the fire, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Exactly so.
And today, 40 days, because today the 15th, right? We go, right?
Yes, yes.
Folks, we'd like to thank you all who tuned in today. This has been the Sugar City Morning Show for today, Tuesday the 15th day of March, 2016. My name is Robert Cheque Usher, and
my name is Emmanuel. Cuídense mucho, Cuídense mucho.
Hasta mañana till we meet
mañana,
again.
compañeros. Hasta mañana. Se cuidan mucho. Se cuidan. You ain't kidding me.
Sugar City Morning Show.